Many thanks, Comrade Tunde Oladojoye. Yes, the Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives of Congress in Ogun State. Okay, very shortly, I also have beside me the NLC Chairman, Ogun State, Comrade Ahmed Benko Ademola. Yes, on Labour State perspectives, or from the perspective of labor in the states, what do you hope this appropriation bill will achieve?
Well, I want to thank God for today. Today is going to be the governor to present his budget for 2024. From the
the chairman talks about his expectation anchored on youth empowerment. Then the second person was the publicity secretary of All Progressives Congress in Ogun State, Comrade Tunde, who spoke on extensively on the development of the state. I cited seaports at the airport, saying yes, all this
Surely, I cite you. Well, Aidobo, your most recognized and one. Distinguished personalities at the gallery, we equally recognize our presence here today. Members of the Governor's Advisory Council, Chairman of the All Progressives Congress in presence here today. And we thank you for being good partners in progress. We've done it together in the first term of the present administration. And now, as the second term evolves, we're here to contribute our own quota in ensuring that we do much better than even in the first administration and build on the founding legacies that started this present administration under the leadership of His Excellency Prince Dapo Abeokuta, CON. Of course, in a special way, I recognize one woman that His Excellency will always refer to as my own Iyabo. You're most welcome, ma, and you are recognized. All organizations societies, trade unions, the leaders and their representatives that are here to grace this occasion. We recognize your presence and we thank you for being here today. Honorable Tokumbo, these are honorables at one time in these hallowed chambers. They've been part of the officers, and we say is indeed Southwest, talking about the Progressive Congress. Mama, that is your most welcome. We recognize your presence. Thank you for joining us. Just pardon me. On a day like this, one might not be able to see everybody clearly, but I can just cite you beside my own Iyabo, just like His Excellency will always introduce her. Thank you. Pressmen, cameramen, please let's take our location and deploy the use of our zoom lenses to capture proceedings. In the meantime, one more time, we recognize the presence of retired heads of service that are here, as well as the Secretary to the State Government. You're most welcome. My prof is looking much more younger now, and it's because from Mr. to Doctor and now to Prof. Thank you very much for joining us.
Open prayer. Almighty God, ruler of heaven and earth, We beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsel and actions, so that we always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace, O Lord Almighty, to do only those things that will promote the unity, happiness, and prosperity of Ogun State and Nigeria. Ogun State Anthem. Ishaya, Ishaya, Ọmọ Ogun, Ishaya, Elédùmarè, Ishaya, Maya, Ishaya, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ògùn, ẹ ṣe gírí, iṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún wa láti ṣe. Ọmọ rere kì í sáṣẹ́, ọmọ Ògùn kì í ṣọ̀lẹ. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run ń bẹ fún wa, ẹ tẹra mọ́ṣẹ́ o. Ìṣẹ́yà ọmọ Ògùn, ìṣẹ́. Please let us be seated. Roll call.
Roll call. Honorable Taylor Babatunde Opeolu. Honorable Lukman Atobatele. Honorable Ayodele Wasiu Sunday. Honorable Yusuf Sharif Abiodun. Honorable Lamidi Musafi Olatunji. Honorable Adeyanju Adegoke Olushesi. Honorable Ajayi Salami Fati Folawewo. Honorable Wode Wali Fedolapo. Honorable Kasham Rashid. Honorable Odunuga Kakia Olusegun. Honorable Adesanya Olusegun Samuel Barrister. Honorable Bakari Omolola Olarewajimisi. Honorable Akingbade Jemile Adigun. Honorable Yedele Adebisi Jacob. Honorable Shonaya Damilola Kayode. Honorable Lemide Oludasi Olusegun Architect. Honorable Adeleye Lukman Olalekan. Honorable Lawal Samsudin Adekunle. Honorable Awulaja Dixon Kolawole. Honorable Bello Muhammad Oluwadamilare. Honorable Wahab Aruna Abiodun. Honorable Adenera Ademola Adeyinka. And Honorable Owodoni Babajide.
25 members should inform you that we have in our midst this morning the number 1 citizen of Ogun State, the captain of our ship, and the executive governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR, CON, FIOD, to present the year 2024 budget to the people of Ogun State through we the representatives. At the appropriate time, I will invite him to make the presentation. Distinguished colleagues, let me announce that immediately after this plenary, we shall retire to Mr. Speaker's conference room for a meeting. Any personal explanation, we have said we're not going to entertain that today. Any petition, none for today. Orders of the day. Mr. Speaker's opening remarks. Welcome address at the presentation of your 2024 Appropriation Bill by His Excellency Prince Abeokuta, CON, Governor of Ogun State, at the Halo Chamber of Ogun State House of Assembly of Abeokuta, today, Thursday, 30th November 2023. Your Excellency Prince Abeokuta, CON, Governor of Ogun State, Your Excellency Engineer Mrs. Naimo Salako Idele, Deputy Governor, the Chief Judge of Ogun State in absentia, all the former governors that are here present, former Deputy Governors, a Deputy Speaker, Honorable Mrs. Currently that of rebuilding our state, and making it real in an unprecedented manner among communities of state in the country. Your Excellency, without mentioning words, the good people of Ogun State and indeed the entire country are all living witness to Your Excellency's ongoing monumental achievement and how you have been able to turn the dream for a prosperous Ogun State into reality. However, today, in the history of this administration, Another giant stride is being made, as this is the first annual budget in the second term of your office being presented to the state legislature. I wish to inform all here present that this House, as a legislative institution for the state, has been performing its function, constitutional duties, and responsibilities to the government and people of Ogun State respectively in the noble ways. We have succeeded within the few months that we inaugurated in the 10th Assembly, five bills, 4 other consideration, while 12 motions are already passed as resolution. All these resolutions have direct bearing on the life of our people. Oversight function. It is pertinent to mention that the State House has equally ensured that funds appropriated in the year 2022 budget were expended on projects for which they are meant through our oversight function of various ministries, departments, and agencies of the state. The exercise, which was concluded on Thursday, 28th of October, was quite revealing. Our quasi-judicial function. The House also mediates in so many issues in the recent past, the last 4 or 5 months, that may have caused disharmony among citizens and stakeholders or the breach of peace of the state. Just about 48 hours ago, we set up an ad hoc committee, to look into the issue of a cement giant factory and is trying to relocate a primary school. Thank God that the address of the Honorable Commissioner quickly came to the rescue, but the House Committee to still perform its function. Staff members and welfare, training. Most of the honorable members and staff have been exposed to relevant capacity building program this year 23, courtesy approval of Your Excellency and our technical partners. I want to say as well, the professionals amongst us have been given the opportunity to attend their professional annual conferences like the MBA, CIPM, ANAN, ICANN, etc. Your Excellency, we look forward to you annually for continued support of this training and attention participation of our staff in their professional organizational forum. Staff matters and welfare. Continue. While thanking the Excellency for support to the legislature and our staff by approving the callers for them, we are still looking forward to the payment of wardrobe allowance to the staff of the state legislature. Project. It is essential to mention at this point that upon assumption of office by the 10th Assembly, His Excellency released funds for the renovation of official quarters, residential quarters of those members. And we are very sure that OPIC has been given the green light to access this hallowed chamber for the purpose of renovating the structure, which has been constructed since 1979, especially our office that requires attention. We are very grateful for your kind gesture, believing that it will come to fruition. Our profound for unprecedented moral and financial support to this arm of government, even though as a liberties we are asking for more. Our challenge. Your Excellency, sir, while we calculate for your deed, it will not be fair to this institution, our constituents, and general public if you fail to lay bare before you the challenges that have been affecting our performance and morale over the years, so that we implement the year 2024 prevention law. The need of the government will be on the front burner, notable among which are needs for implementation of constitutional provision, that is financial autonomy for state legislature and judiciary. Need for full implementation of provision of Ogun State House of Assembly Service Commission Law, year 2018, and the Statutory Office Emolument Amendment Law of year 2018, accordingly. The need to know your position on this is very key. Your Excellency, let me say it here that legislative and judicial autonomy is never antithetical to the progress and democratic development of any state. Rather, it is organic in fertilizing democracy in any state. And one of the progressive states in the country will look forward to that day when we shall join our colleagues in other states that are already enjoying judicial and legislative autonomy. We shall never take it for granted, and it's no meaning for rancor with the governor. Our governor shall be our governor as the captain of our ship. It only enhances the relationship between the two arms of government, the three arms of government. The entire membership of the 10th Assembly of this House is in high spirit and contended that 8 years of this administration, the tremendous and recommended 8 years of this administration, the tremendous achievement that should be recorded by your purposeful leadership will be acknowledged, even by most ardent critics. This model of magnificent accomplishment has rubbed up positively on the other arms of government in the state as they are now paramount interpret. In the area of harmonious relationship with the executive in the whole federation, the existing harmony is traceable to the symbiotic relationship that pervades the three arms of government in the state. I commend the executive arm, fellow legislators, and the judiciary for their concerted efforts to move the state to higher pedestal democratically. The collaboration of the fourth estate of the realm with the aforementioned arm cannot be pushed aside. To this end, I commend the media for their unwavering, steadfast, and resolute approach to issues which have greatly influenced a stable polity, as well as peaceful coexistence and mutual understanding among the people of Ogun State. It is my fervent prayer that this cordial relationship is maintained only by having this very democratic stronghold that we can flourish as a political entity and create an enabling environment for improved dividend of democracy for the people of Ogun State and its entire citizenry. We are proud of your exemplary leadership qualities, which have made us all work tall and proud in our various constituencies. To this, we pledge to continue our cooperation and solidarity with other arms of government to ensure the realization of the yearning and aspiration of our people. In conclusion, I commend the entire civil service of Ogun State, and in particular, the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria Ogun State Chapter, for their legend, knowledge support, and industry, which has greatly facilitated the wonderful achievements recorded by the administration in no small measure. It's on this note, sir, that I hereby invite His Excellency Prince Abeokuta, the former Governor of Ogun State, to present to the people of Ogun State the year 2024 Appropriation Bill, and thereafter laid on the table in accordance with Section 121, Subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as altered. Mr. Governor, sir, you are invited to present the year 2024 budget speech. Thank you, and God bless you.
Chief of Staff, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governors that are here this morning, Elijah Salmot, Badru, Chief Mrs. Yetunde Mananuga, As well as speakers of this Honorable House of Assembly, I see the Right Honorable Tunji Abeokuta, and our own Right Honorable Titi Hosseini Gomez, the chairman of our great party, Chief Yemi Sanusi, the Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Planning, the Honorable Commissioner for Finance, using both of you as a point of respect and regards to all other members of the Ogun State Executive Council that are here present. Honorable members of this House of Assembly, former SSGs and head of service that are here present, chairman of statutory boards, commissions, and parastatals, members of the body of permanent secretaries, service chiefs that are here, elder statesmen that are here, party leaders that are here, chairmen of local governing councils that are here, members of labor unions, trade unions, and civil society organizations that are here, all other distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go to the business of today, which is the presentation of my budget speech, I cannot but remind us all of what happened barely 24 hours ago. Sometime yesterday evening, the Director of Finance and Administration, the Governor's Office, can we please have this thing? Something's wrong. The Director of Finance and Administration, Mr. Taiwo Oyekanmi, who I met when I assumed office as Governor of Ogun State in 2019. In line with his duties, went to the bank to collect some money on behalf of government. Whose difficult time of my tenure in office. May I please ask us all to stand? And observe a minute silence in honor of a dedicated, consistent, reliable, honest, dependable, humble, God-fearing, and God-serving. Immediate departed Director of Finance and Administration, Mr. Taiwo Oyekami. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. I'd like to extend my deepest condolences to the head of service, all the members of the executive arm of government, all our public and civil servants, all the sons, daughters of the Abeokuta local government, his wife, children, and his aged mother. And I want to state categorically that we will not rest until we bring the perpetrators of this heinous crime to book. And we endeavor to do that expeditiously. Mr. Speaker, and this Honorable House, it is with great honor and gratitude to the Almighty God and a unique sense of appreciation that I stand before this Honorable House and all esteemed stakeholders of Ogun State to present the 2024 Appropriation Bill of our great state that I will govern with character. I will serve you with humility, diligence, and utmost sincerity. I will treat with equity, justice, transparency, accountability, honesty, and fairness above all. I will uphold the rule of law, protect the interests of our citizens, and I will not betray your fruitful journey together, even over 4 years ago. We started with a glowing vision of building our future together. This theme stems from our vision that collective governance is one of the greatest factors required to move our state forward. Unequivocally, the good people of Ogun State have been dependable partners in the growth of our dear state by exhibiting exemplary ideals as well as constructive criticism targeted at allowing us to build the future of this great state together. The glory of God, we have been able to cover considerable ground across our dear state through our commitment to wholesome and sustainable development of all parts of our dear state, while maintaining the momentum in the delivery of our Ishaya mandate. These new mandates have given us renewed vigor and commitment to complete all the development projects and initiatives we started during the first term of administration, but in addition, to break new ground in our development agenda towards the social upliftment of our citizenry and the economic transformation of our dear state. New frontiers are set to be accomplished in our quest to constantly break records in different areas of our shared mantra. And this is despite the harsh socio-economic conditions prevalent across the globe. Under the pillar of infrastructure, our vision has brought development to every ward in the 20 local government areas of the state. Across the 3 federal districts, we have constructed, reconstructed, and in Ogun Central Federal District is a 45-kilometer Shagamu interchange Abeokuta Expressway, now renamed the Mohammed Buhari Expressway. This road continues to ensure growth, pleasurable productivity. In the Ogun East Federal District, we developed the 14-kilometer Ijebu Epe-Mojoda Expressway, connecting our dear state to Lagos and stimulating industrial growth in that area. This road serves as an evacuation corridor for the Lekki Free Trade Zone and the Epe corridor in Lagos State. Additionally, in the Ogun West Federal District, we have the ongoing construction of the 19-kilometer Ato Lusada Agbara Expressway. This will be accelerated to speedy completion to further facilitate access to the Agbara Industrial Estate, which is the largest industrial estate in West Africa. Apart from these landmark road projects, other major city, township, and rural projects are spread across all the 4 zones of the state. That is Remo, Ijebu, Yura, and Eba. Some have been newly constructed, some are rehabilitated, others are being maintained. The latter roads were chosen by the station after consultation with our people and the grassroots, including our young rulers, youth groups, business groups, labor, and students. This is in line with our policy of inclusiveness and our determination to abolish outright practices of previous administrations of developing one section of the state at the expense of another. I remain committed to an even and balanced development of all our dear states as the governor of the whole of Ogun State. In addition to these major road constructions, increase the tempo of road maintenance by our recently reinvigorated Ogun State Public Works Agency, while also improving on the construction of rural roads through the Ministry of Rural Development and all other relevant agencies. We continue to strive to connect that we have some major ongoing road construction works since the last time I was here, including but not limited to the Ilaru Road, the Lafenwa Lauda Ayuto Road, the Akute Dewi Shati Road, the Songo Ota Ijoko Agbado Road, the Okearo, well, Songo Ota Ijoko Agbado Okearo Lambe Road, Akute Jodu Abiodun Road, Shiun Owode Road, Hospital Road Obijo, amongst others. Our commitment to infrastructure development extends the energy sector as well. We have installed over 500 transformers across various communities. Our community electrification project has improved power supply in many of our 20 local government areas. The expansion of the Ogun State electricity distribution system will cover more areas, especially the corridor between Shagamu interchange to Abeokuta as phase 1. As part of our initiative in our recently launched energy transition program, we have also launched our compressed natural gas fuel mass transit bus system in partnership with the private sector. We will soon be launching the Mowe Bakoto Lagos service route to service our citizens in that corridor. I'm glad to say that Ogun State is leading the path in energy transition, as we were put in place in the last 12 months. Rural development has been a key focus for us as well. Administration has implemented several sustainable solutions in this sector, such as the provision of solar light, solar boreholes, potable water, distribution of solar home kits to rural dwellers, and as part of the AFD-funded water supply project at Abeokuta, we have totally rehabilitated Abeokuta. This now ensures a reliable supply of potable water, and the storage has been reconstructed. We are now focusing on reticulation to many streets and neighborhoods in the city. These projects are already in use, and the next stage is for us to ensure across the state, whilst rehabilitating mini water works in other parts of our local government. In our quest to make Ogun State a modern city with diverse transportation, we established the Ministry of Transportation and developed the Ogun State Urban Transport Policy and Strategic Multimodal Transport Master Plan. This is being meticulously implemented. An emblematic feature of our multi-modal transport master plan is the gateway Abeokuta International Airport, which is one of the crowning achievements of our clear vision. This airport is situated along the Relation Road in the Kenya local government. This world-class airport, covering 800 acres of land, is designed to handle cargo, including agriculture-related cargo and passenger services. The construction of this airport, which started sometime about 2 years ago, has witnessed the completion of our over 4-kilometer runway and near completion of all other state-of-the-art facilities, including the control tower, the fire station, the terminal building, and the cargo warehouse, to mention a few. The construction has progressed rapidly, positioning it as one of the fastest built airports in Africa. The accompanying Appropriation, which is another name for Airport City, spans over 5,000 hectares and has already attracted federal agencies, foreign investors, and various businesses, including international logistics companies. We have also received unsolicited proposals will pay off all that the airport costs the state, and also pay off a revenue share every year during the tenure of the concession. The state has also entered into a development agreement with another private sector company, Arise LLP, towards development of our covering about 2,000 hectares. This special agricultural zone will be the first of its kind in Nigeria. Upon completion, the airport, which is co-located in the special agricultural zone, is expected to generate over 25,000 direct and indirect jobs. To achieve a vision of total broadband coverage, we launched our digital initiative for permits, tax administration, payments, which were hitherto very time-consuming, can now be initiated and completed online. These include, amongst others, the following:
billing and payment management system, the Ogun State payment portal, the land use and amenities charge portal, the Ogun State land administration and new system, OLAM validation system, the OG tax Apache platform, the Ogun State tertiary education revenue management system, OGTM, and the Ogun State basic education revenue management system, Ogun. The business premises permit portal, which is a one-stop shop for all approvals and permits from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Furthermore, in a bid to further encourage investment from both local and foreign investors and further facilitate existing and new businesses under my leadership, we have set up and operationalized the Public-Private Partnership Office, the Ogun State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency, Ogun Invest, the Business Environment Council, all to make investing in the Ogun State easy through a one. As advancements in automation and anti-fraud capabilities continue to emerge, we've also introduced new initiatives in our C-of-O certificate of occupancy processes with our new one-page double-sided C-of-O certificate, which we are set to debut tomorrow with the handing over of over 5,000 C-of-Os that were otherwise backlog at the Bureau of Land. Going forward, certificate of occupancies can now and will now be issued electronically, providing the needed efficiency. A recent report of budget ranked Ogun State in the same position in 2023 overall physical performance and ranked us first in most improved internally generated revenue among the 36 states and the FCT. This further affirms the position as the investment decision of choice, as well as one of the most resilient states. We will continue with our drive towards attracting investors by providing the most business-friendly environment through well-thought-out policies assisted and driven by technology. Under our social welfare and well-being pillar, we have prioritized healthcare delivery and accessibility for our residents by increasing the capacity of our healthcare delivery system. Through an innovative hub-and-spoke model, we have innovated and equipped over 100 family healthcare centers in 100 wards across the state, ensuring quality healthcare services at the grassroots level. The target is for us to have more than one family healthcare center in each of our 36 wards by the end of our second term in office. Further, the procurement and equipping of over 50 state-of-the-art ambulances centers and about 100 tri-sample ambulances for rural areas. With these ambulances, we are now running a 24-hour ambulance service manned by our experienced medical personnel. This is a far cry from the 5 ambulances that we inherited in 2019. Apart from what we've done in PhDs, we've also upgraded our secondary and tertiary healthcare facilities. The Laodina Hospital, our Ijebu Ife, have all benefited through different partnerships with the private sector. The LRBC or Nova Teaching Hospital, our primary tertiary healthcare research and training center in Shagamu, has been recently massively rehabilitated. For the first time in years, we have also recruited personnel in all the cadres of our hospital and also inaugurated for our hospital a governing council. Our flagship health insurance scheme have made healthcare more affordable and more accessible. We also launched our Abeokuta program under our health insurance scheme, specifically targeted at pregnant indigent women for prenatal delivery, postnatal, and neonatal care for free. Since its launch, together with our intervention, we have successfully reduced maternal and child mortality rates in the state. Due to be completed before the end of the year, we have fully automated the central medical store in Ogun to the World Health Organization standard in collaboration with our development partners. You may recall that 3 years ago, our state recorded the first case of COVID-19 as a responsive and responsive administration. We acted swiftly and decisively to confront the epidemic head-on. Academic and practical response became the template recommended to other states by national and global health regulatory agencies. The purported 250-bed specialist hospital has also received several interest from many public-private sector partners. We are happy to announce that we are in the last stage of finalizing the construction of that hospital. We will continue to prioritize the well-being and welfare of our health workers and continue to pay them the hazard allowances that they deserve. In the area of housing, as shelter remains one of humanity's basic needs, in the state, we have ensured that we fulfill our promises. To date, we have constructed over 2,000 medium and high-income earners. This year alone, we started the construction of about 200 units of high-end duplexes in President Muhammad Buhari through a PPP program. We commenced development of Ibara, the Diaba GRA generation scheme. We started the construction of 200 affordable housing units at the Gateway Vision Village in Ikperu. Commenced an extra 250 units in Kopako Phase 3. Also 100 units of mixed housing at Opic Estate, Wayewa is sharing. The last 4 years, administration has prioritized women's welfare, recognizing their significant presence in our population. We've created programs to boost the status of women by including them in politics, governance, and economic activities, as well as providing education for girls. Through the Ogun Women's Empowerment Scheme, over 50,000 women have grown their businesses. And with the additional funding for the federal government, Nigeria for Women project, the total investment in women empowerment now stands at about law enforcement agencies. Regrettably, the unfortunate incident of yesterday, which claimed Taiwo of his life, is one scenario too many, where enemies of our state tend to test our will. I want to implore us not to be deterred by this, as our efforts are in top gear to bring these criminal elements to face the full wrath of the law. Education. Education and human capital remain key priorities in our vision for Ogun State. Upon assumption on office, I met a near comatose education system. Knowing the dangers this posed to our future development and position as a state, I immediately declared a state of emergency in that sector. My team and I went to work, and we began to invest significantly in the education sector, focusing on infrastructure education. Through our Yellow Roof Revolution investment drive, we delivered and renovated over 1,200 classrooms and buildings across our 236 wards in Ogun State, together with over 15,000 new desks and chairs, and the provision of learning materials
and the implementation of the Ogun class initiative during COVID. We have also established technical and vocational training centers to equip our youth with relevant skills for employment and entrepreneurship. I'm delighted that our efforts are reflected in performances of our students in various competitions, including both local and international examinations. At various times, our students have been marked overall best as STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics competitions, and global competitions across the globe. Similarly, we have introduced ICT into the management of academic performance and administration at school, so that each learner pupil now has a unique identity called the LIN, the learner identification number, through which, interestingly, parents can access their award report sheet online. And to address the shortage of teachers in our public schools, we recruited 5,000 teaching interns under our Ogun Teach program, and recently converted 1,000 teachers from that program for permanent employment. On the welfare front, apart from the continuous prompt payment of salaries of teaching and non-teaching staff, we have also increased the running cost of our schools and promoted over 265 deserving staff, especially principal generals and head teacher generals. Youth development and job creation are critical components of our clear vision. We recognize the potential of our youth population and are committed to harnessing their talent and energy through various initiatives such as the Ogun Job Portal, Ogun Tech Hub, Ogun Youth Empowerment Scheme. We're empowering our youth with opportunities, entrepreneurship support, and access to funding and mentorship. Our focus on agriculture and agribusiness in the agricultural value chain. Our administration has prioritized the upgrading of sports facilities in our stadiums over the past 4 years. By enhancing these venues, we aim to create an environment that fosters excellence and enables the athletes to prepare adequately for their respective sporting events. These commitments have yielded positive results, as our athletes have consistently performed exceptionally well in both local and international competitions. One was our standing performance at the National Sports Festival here in Abeokuta. With great pride, we secured a total of 70 medals, placing us in the 8th position of medals in the 36 states of the country. These accomplishments mark our highest rank in recent times and demonstrated our athletes' capabilities and dedication. Furthermore, as part of our efforts to elevate our position in the sport industry, we have successfully won the bid to host the 22nd National Sports Festival in 2024. This upcoming event presents a tremendous opportunity for us to showcase and expose more of our promising sports talent. Additionally, hosting such a significant sporting event, we have a positive impact on our local economy, with an estimated 17,000 athletes and officials from across the country expected to attend the sporting fiesta throughout the last 4 years journey. Recognizing the crucial role of agriculture in ensuring food security and economic stability, Administration has placed a strong emphasis on the agricultural development. We have supported and subsidized grain supply to close to 14,000 farmers with input throughout the old Step Agri program. We also have also done so through the Value Chain Development Program, the BCDP. Administration has implemented various capacity building programs to enhance the skills and knowledge of farmers. Through this agri-training excellence service, we have equipped farmers with modern farming techniques, best practices, and entrepreneurship skills. These have empowered them to adopt innovative approaches, improve productivity, and access to markets for their agricultural produce. Our efforts in agriculture have yielded significant awards at national and international levels. Our farmers have witnessed increased crop yield and improved livelihoods for all farmers. Moreover, our agri interventions have contributed to the overall economic growth of the state and attracted investment from both the local and international partners. Today, we remain the largest producers of cassava in the world, largest producer of poultry in Nigeria, largest producer of rice in the, and will continue to be more intentional and deliberate in this sector as we become the emerging food basket of the nation. The year 2023 Budget Implementation Review. The year 2023 budget was a transition budget, and it was titled Budget of Continued Development and Prosperity. It signifies the last leg of the first term and the commencement of the second term in office. In the 4 years, the journey towards building our future together witnessed major progress in many areas. To this end, the year 2023 budget is expected to sustain and improve on the gains so far made. And all members, permit me to highlight some key elements of the year 2023 budget. Internally generated revenue was 210 billion, 248,909,806 naira and 51 kobo. Those are under the funding sources. Expected inflows were from the statutory allocation, value-added tax, capital receipts, and others. These are expected to be 262 billion and 1,701,221 naira and 6 kobo. Expenditure was planned to be 269 billion, 338,172 billion, 250 million, 294,047 naira and 7 kobo. As of 30th September 2023, we had achieved 24.39% of the projected revenue target. Project credibility is determined by performance, and this is better than we've ever had in the financial management of Ogun State in history. We are poised to finish this year at well over 75% budget performance. Recent key economic development. The global economic recovery from COVID-19 pandemic is gradually slowing down because of recent world events, which include Russia's invasion of Ukraine, military coup across the Saharan region, and the recent Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip. These challenges will continue to stall and disturb the global socio-economic activities, which include food supply, energy consumption, and healthcare crisis. The federal government and almost all states are currently contending with fiscal instability, slow growth, food crisis, and high interest rates. Like many others, our economy faces challenges of low revenues because of high inflation, subsidy removal, unification and single foreign exchange rate,
by the federal government and the depreciation of the naira. However, with the support of my economic team, we continue to work towards achieving much higher levels of growth, especially by harnessing our demographic dividend as well as our competitive and competitive advantages, so that the average Ogun citizen and resident can truly feel the impact of strategically planned economic growth and development. Our state remains a key corridor and the gateway to Nigeria's prosperity because of our strategic location, proximity to the Republic of Benin, and many states of Nigeria, particularly Lagos. With the creation of our 6 new economic clusters, EDC, Remo EDC, Ijebu EDC, Magduro EDC, Abeokuta EDC, Abeokuta EDC, Imeko EDC, and our free trade zone, the Olokola, Igbesa, and Kajala, all with antecedent economies of scale advantage. The state is expected to consolidate its position as the industrial hub of choice in Nigeria and in West Africa. Overall, we expect that the state economy will continue to grow within the medium term of 2024 to 2026. Given the present government's act fiscal intervention, which are expected to boost productivity, encourage the growth of micro, small and medium enterprises, boost industrial and agri production, this Ogun State House of Assembly approval became a veritable fiscal instrument for further engagement with all stakeholders. As part of the preparation and our commitment towards development, we held 4 town hall meetings in Ijebu, Remo, Yewa, and Eba division to give our people a voice in the preparation of this appropriation bill. In the year 2024, we continue to accord attention to the completion of all ongoing projects across the Ishaya development pillars. We pay attention to projects with revenue potential, projects that can economic development plan and strategy 2021 to 2025, and projects that align with the 7 thematic areas contained in the medium-term National Development Plan 2021 to 2025, namely public administration, which includes governance, security, and international relations, human capital development, regional development, and plan implementation, communication, financing, monitoring, and evaluation. The supporting parameters and fiscal assumptions for the year 2024 appropriation bill. Mr. Speaker and other honorable members of this House, the year 2024 to 2026 medium-term fiscal framework sets out the parameters for the year 2024 appropriation bill. Macroeconomic indicators, national indicators. The 3 tiers of government depend largely on the federal allocations, which are the proceeds from the sale of crude oil and VAT. The federal government controls factors that determine the generation, such as the oil price benchmark, which is pegged at $77.96 per barrel, the daily oil production estimate of 1.78 million barrels with condensate, the exchange rate of 750 naira to the US dollar, and the projected GDP growth rate of 3.76% and 21.4% inflation rate. The state indicators include the state GDP of 7.3 trillion, the projected GDP growth of 3.30% and 24.44% inflation. The the state government funding estimate. We shall continue to improve on our medium-term revenue strategy. This is to drive our medium-term expenditure framework. The total state funding is estimated at 703 billion, 28 million, 13,431 naira and 54 kobo for the year 2024. 703 for 028 for 013 for 431 for 64. The revenue composition includes the Ogun State Internally Revenue Service, OGRS, with an estimate of 100.81 billion, and ministries, departments, and agencies estimated at 1. We continue to focus on improving our revenue base. Projected 2024 programs and expenditure. The year 2024 budget proposes that we have a lot to overcome, but we do that sustainably. The expenditure policy of the government in the year 2024 is designed to achieve the strategic objectives of the Ogun State economic and strategy year 2021 to 2025, including fiscal sustainability, human development, food security, to further diversify and deepen our economy in this regard. We have established the Ministry of Mineral Resources and operation of natural resources that are bound in Nigeria State. We have also established the Ministry of Energy to take advantage of the constitutional amendment that allows subnational government to participate actively and independently in the energy sector, revitalizing the education sector as a strategic move to sustain our decisions quest for shared prosperity through the shared mantra. Our objective is to create an enabling environment for businesses and industries to thrive through friendly policies and provision of infrastructure, collaboration, fiscal prudence, and quality service delivery, expanding the revenue base in the area of IGR, and also ensuring timely completion of ongoing developmental projects through equitable and effective distribution and allocation of available resources. Our principal objective in year 2024 is to maintain and enlarge our economic base, be strategic towards harnessing economic opportunities in other years of administration. A total expenditure of 703.03 billion is proposed for the state government in the year 2024. This proposed expenditure comprises the Otalabewa Itili Ayobo Road, the Itausin, Ibaraorile, Ijogarile, Iboro, Imashayi Road, the Opix Estate Internal Road in Agbara Estate, which the private sector has complained bitterly about, and 250 kilometers statewide road construction across the three, and of course, roads infrastructure to support the 2024 Ogun National Sports Festival. Construction of infrastructure at the economic development clusters, extension of the Lagos Blue Line project to Agbara, extension of the Lagos Red Line rail project to Ijoko and Ipo-Kajala, in line with our execution of our multi-modal transport master plan. The introduction of electric-powered 2 and 3 vehicles in furtherance of our green initiative to reduce tax themselves and cushion the effect of the subsidy removal. Extension of our CNG fuel boost route between major cities in Ogun State. Development and rehabilitation of logistics parks our major highways and major towns. Commencement of water transportation. More investment in security personnel. Installation of on-street transport management and enforcement systems in all our 3 zones. Construction of more housing units across the entire state. Provision of water reservation projects to connect more households to potable water. Training of our youth in digital solutions. Refurbishing and renovation of our technical colleges. More construction of blocks of classrooms. Greek land development. Maintenance of livestock control. I will now go to the specifics of the allocation to different sectors. Education. Education is being allocated 100 billion, 209 million and 62,000, representing 60% of the budget. Health is being allocated 81 billion, 185 million and 60,000, representing 12% of the budget. Housing 28 billion, 886 million, 43,000, representing 4% of the budget. Agriculture and food security 14 billion, 213 million and 3,000, representing 2% of the budget. Infrastructure 209 billion, 122 million and 60,000, representing 30% of the budget. Recreation and recreation culture 22 billion, 872 million, 9,000, representing 3% of the budget. Social protection 28 billion, 92 million, 8,000, representing 4% of the budget. General public service 31 billion, 125 million, 49,000, representing 4% of the budget. General public service, financial and fiscal 34 billion, 94 million, 27,000, representing 5% of the budget. General public service, general personnel 1 billion, 739 million, 29,000, representing 3% of the budget, representing 3% of the budget. Public order and safety 12 billion, 187 million, 63,000, representing 2% of the budget. 2,000, representing 0.4% of the budget. Judiciary 7 billion, 29 million, 32,000, representing 1% of the budget. Legislature 14 billion, national and accounting officers and heads of agencies to be personally available for the budget defense. We are mindful of the fact that these are indeed our times. That notwithstanding, let me put our words into action. We will leave no one in doubt our genuine intention to work for the development of our justice. I strongly believe that by God's will, determination and collective effort, we shall succeed in the desire to sustain the growth of our justice. I therefore will now present the year 2025 Appropriation Bill of Ogun State for your consideration and the benefit of the people of our justice. I want to thank you all for listening to me, and God bless you. Ogun. Give His Excellency a very good round of applause. Thank you, Your Excellency. Let's be seated. It's now my time to respond on behalf of my colleagues. But let me make this following assignment first. Now, immediately after my address, we shall be going to the photograph foyer with the governor to take the annual share photograph as usual. Comply all members to please move straight to the place. And after that, we shall be coming back into the chamber with the possibility of doing the second reading of the proposed amendment to the MTEL 24-26, letter of which we read at the floor of the House day before yesterday, so that it can put ourselves into quick action on the passage of this wonderful bill. On that note, I want to say, Your Excellency, Governor of Ogun State, permit me to stand on the already established protocols. Glory be a very huge success. The 2020 Appropriation Bill, titled Budget of Sustained Growth and Development, has just been presented by His Excellency to all of us. It's another milestone in the march of this administration towards building the Ogun State of our dream. His Excellency and every member of the 10th Republic in the state have committed ourselves to the implementation of plans and projects that will actualize the realization of our goals. Ladies and gentlemen, without mentioning what I'm being awarded, this occasion is yet another testimony to the vibrancy of this government. The people of Ogun State deserve nothing less than an innovative leadership as the head of the executive arm, a fearless judiciary, and a vibrant and articulate legislature. Now, people must by now realize through the various projects, both completed and ongoing, that the administration of President Abeokuta meant well for the state, and we shall not relent on our to ensure that our state pride of place among the community of states in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On behalf of all members of this House, I want to assure the executive arm of our cooperation and support of the legislature in the passage of laws and resolutions that it facilitates the provision of the needful infrastructure facilities and other necessities of life that will add value to the quality of life of our residents in the state. We shall be very, very happy and grateful to Your Excellency if, as the captain of the ship, you can specifically identify or call other members to identify constituency intervention projects to be nominated by another member for inclusion in 2024, so that it can have a legacy alongside that of Your Excellency in our various constituencies. On that note, let me seize this opportunity to assure you all that the legislature will give necessary attention to the year 2024 Appropriation Bill, just presented in House, and ensure its passage within the shortest possible time. We know okay. Sorry for that mission. The Excellency, particularly present and former members of the legislature in Ogun State and across the nation that are here, particularly my senior colleagues, the former speakers that are here with us. Let me assure you that Ogun 2024 is passed in time and also actualized to the progress of the state. Before I call for recess, I want to allow the governor to make a special announcement. Mike, Mike.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak again. I had asked Mr. Speaker to make an announcement on my behalf. To make the announcement myself. And that announcement is that I've instructed that our flags be flown at half-mast for the next 1 week as a mark of respect for Mr. Taiwo Oyekanmi, who departed yesterday. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Your Excellency, distinguished colleagues, after a very wonderful session, this House will proceed or recess for 30 minutes for photo session and come back to the plenary. I rise.